Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And on the screen today, you're going to be watching some Black Ops 4 gameplay. But today we do have an article courtesy of Charlie Intel, and it says Modern Warfare features larger style maps for a 20v20 mode. During our time playing Modern Warfare at the multiplayer reveal press event, Infinity Ward revealed to us a new larger player count based mode for Modern Warfare. The mode features 20v20, one of the first times Call of Duty has featured a large team-based game mode in a game besides Battle Royale in Black Ops 4. Infinity Ward says they have maps designed for 2v2, 6v6, 10v10, and 20v20. Activision has also teased that Modern Warfare will have a ground war mode in multiplayer with more than 100 players. The mode that we played during our time was a 20v20 mode in either TDM or a 5 flags domination. There was only one map playable, and it was a large enough map to embrace the chaos of 40 players on the island. The downside to this 20v20 mode from our experience is that it does not feel like Call of Duty in many ways. There may be many players who love this mode and want to play it all the time, and if that's the case, to each their own. But this 20v20 mode is very reminiscent of Battlefield. They then went on to say, like they weren't a fan of like the ATV. It's like a super long paragraph. Like I'm not gonna read the whole thing because like they didn't really like it. But like they said the ATV was kind of like iffy, like it was clunky and stuff like that. And then they talked about like changes and how the crossplay and stuff is gonna work. I'm obviously gonna leave the article link down below as usual. And then this little last like half paragraph, it says it's not clear how many larger style player counts there are in Modern Warfare. We'll have to wait and see if there's more to come. So I mean, like with this like 20v20 thing, like I don't necessarily know how I feel about it. Obviously, if you watch the live stream, the multiplayer reveal live stream, I mean the 10v10 like didn't even work. Everybody like lagged out and stuff like that, and then they skipped to the 20v20 and then everybody lagged out again. So clearly I don't think it's ready right now. I mean, I'm not sure if they were playing on LAN or how that's gonna work, or how they did it, like how they had everything wired up or anything. But I mean, if it didn't work on LAN, then how is it gonna work if I'm playing with my friends, online, not even in the same place? If it's not working in the same when everybody's in the same place and vicinity and location, then how do they expect for it to people to be playing it like online and stuff like that? So there's definitely some stability issues that we've seen, but I mean, was this really necessary? I don't really think so, because I feel like now at this point, okay, they had the 2v2 that was sick, it's reminiscent of Face Off from Modern Warfare 3, obviously. Then you have your regular 6v6, and then your 10v10 could be considered your old ground war, because if you remember old ground war, it was obviously 9v9, right? And then now I feel like they said, oh yo, let's do a 20v20, and then everybody was just like, yeah man, let's do 20v20, but they didn't actually put the time into thinking and like to think it through, right? And say, okay, well, do we have the resources to do this? What are the limitations, this, that, whatever. You have to remember, this is their first time doing something on this scale. Yes, Treyarch did it, but I'm not sure how that, if Treyarch could say, oh yeah, you just do this and it works, right? This is how you build in whatever, right? So I'm not sure if they do that or how that happens, but this is Infinity Ward's first time. It's just, and they decided to put a 20v20. So not sure how, or if they even thought it through. I feel like I said, somebody just said, yeah, yo, let's put a 20v20. And then everybody said, yeah, yo, let's do it. So, I mean, it is obviously reminiscent of Battlefield. I just hope the map isn't too big. Because with Battlefield, it's I think it's 32 players, right? It's 64 players altogether, 32 on each team, right? But Battlefield's been doing it for years. Battlefield has it not perfected, but there's rarely any yes, Battlefield has been mediocre for the past couple of years, but when I used to play at Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, I never really had problems. I know Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, there were there was a bunch of stability and whatever, but I never played those games. But they've been doing these high player counts for years, so they know how to do it. They know the ins and outs. They know what they can and can't do. So I'm not saying Infinity Ward doesn't know. I'm just saying I hope that they can figure it out before the release of the game. Now, do I think the game mode is going to be popular? Yeah, sure, maybe. Who knows? But I think people would rather a 6v6, a 10v10, even that gunfight thing, that 2v2. Like I feel like that's gonna be more popular than anything. I don't know why, but I just feel like you know, if you think about it, like you could hop in a game quick. I mean, it's, what is it, best of 11 rounds or something like that. So I mean, was that 20 minutes, like a 20-minute game maybe? But you know, if you're hopping on, it's your first game of the day, you want a little warm up, you know, use some random guns, like that's probably going to be the game mode, right? That's probably going to be the equivalent of like the firing range or the shooting range from like World War II and stuff like that. You know, you just hop on, get a quick game in, and then you go play your domination or your search and destroy, or you know, whatever. So I mean, I feel like that's going to be the more popular game mode. But I mean, this 20v20 thing, sure, it's I don't want to say it's a welcome addition. I mean, we're just gonna have to see at this point, when the game drops, how people you know, like if people accept it or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, thank you for taking the time every day to watch my video. It's very much appreciated. I will link the Charlie Intel article down in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and talk to you next one.